You know, Apple, the road to Worlds still is on the progress here because when it comes to the way that the games are being played out, I gotta say, Varsity Esports looking to be one of the top 3 teams, maybe in my opinion, entering the GCM National Qualifiers. So guys, kumusta naman? Ako po si Vulcan, kasama ko si Crazy Apple. Kami ang magiging shotcasters nyo, yung papuntang match 2 ng Archangel versus IPT.
Yeah, and before we get into Archangel versus IPT, medyo slight recap lang tayo para dun sa mga viewers natin na ngayon lang ulit nanonood nitong ating stream. Kanina na 2-0 ng Varsity Esports ang Emperor Esports, and I would say very convincing lahat ng panalo ng Varsity against Emperor Esports.
I think one point you pointed out to me, Apple, because Crazy Brian Tan Apple. So it's one thing that the drafting was a bit that giveaway of what happened in games 1 and 2.
Yeah, kasi nung game 1, binigay na nga nila yung Camille sa yung Shen and Dagalio. Pagdating naman sa game 2, binigay pa nila yung Camille and Shen. Dagalio wasn't there. But anyway, seeing the schedule now, we're about to head into the next series, which is again between Archangel and Imperium Pro Team.
So guys, as always, we want to give you a short recap dun sa format po natin dun sa GCM National Qualifiers. Note that ito po, ang double elimination format. Everyone right now, they're at the upper bracket right now. But as for the lower bracket, coming from our day 1, TNC was knocked down. So this lower bracket's gonna look a bit aggressive, you would say, because this is double elimination. So I gotta hand it to EMP. They still have one more chance in the lower bracket, but now let's determine who will they face here, because it's going to be Archangel versus IPT.
Yeah, and medyo nakita din natin tong dalawang teams na to before during Nexus and the promotionals. We've seen their performance, and I believe Archangel beat IPT twice. So, ang track record ngayon ni Archangel in 2018 is 2-0 against IPT. But we'll see, malay ba natin the few weeks, the months that have passed, kung naka-adjust na ang IPT and they're now gonna get this series against Archangel.
So, Imperium Pro Team, we all know that the team has existed for quite a long time here, kind of veteran, but Archangel is also a rebrand of TME. So, let's see how the teams will play for our match 2 of game number 1. Note that, guys, best of 3 series po to. So, seeing how game 1 went up for match 1, you gotta hand towards the drafting. You can really tell the difference if you're gonna win or not.
Yeah, and in a way, masasabi natin may trend. Laging round 1 natin itong upper bracket. 2-0 kahapon yung dalawang matches na yun between Mineski and AEX. Also TNC versus... Wait, I'm sorry. What was the other team?
TNC versus Team Red.
Yes, TNC and Team Red, sorry. Yeah, TNC and Team Red. Pero 2-0, and also naging 2-0 naman itong previous match lang natin. So we'll see kung very indicative kung sino mananalo ng game 1. Kasi statistic-wise, kung sino nanalo game 1, siya din mananalo ng game 2.
If you wanna go by the trend, guys, what Apple's trying to point out is that coming from day number 1, lahat ng match 1 at match 2 po natin, clean 2-0. Pero sa match 3, looking 2-1. So let's see. Are we gonna see the same trend coming to day 2 of the National Qualifiers? Who knows? But what I do know is that for match 2, it's gonna be the battle of Archangel and IPT. And you did mention Archangel. They were able to knock down IPT twice in a row during the other Conquerors tournament.
Yeah, and ang nangyayari din doon is, apart from yung mga games na nangyayari between Archangel and IPT, usually very bloody. Ang daming patayan na nangyayari, madaming kills. Ang taas lagi ng kill score. Minsan nga, I think it was averaging about 1 kill per minute. At the same time, yun din ang gusto kong makita here kasi it's gonna be really exciting kapag ganun. And marami tayong makitang big plays coming from each individual member of these two teams. And alam pa natin na kilala pa yung mga members of each team.
So, like we said before in day 1, guys, what Apple was trying to get is something about the PGS.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of dun sa old days natin ng PGS where the summer splits, spring split, like for Imperium Pro Team, Archangel, formerly known as TME. We also saw in match number 1, Emperor Esports, which did debut their PGS run for 1 split. Then, also the same thing goes for Parsi, but they were previously Parsi X-Search Esports, but you know that you can still see one of the key players.
Yeah.
See Lando, see XXP is right there. Even we can still see Liar. So this kind of takes me back, and I think when it comes to the road to Worlds, it's gonna be a good one for all of our teams. And dun sa mga fans natin, nanonood ngayon sa day 2 ng National Qualifiers.
Yeah, and iisip ko na din yung trends of what we've been seeing between the teams, kung ano yung mga pinipick usually. I remember the Mineski versus AX na series. They would usually immediately take out the Galio and the Shen, or the Galio and the Camille, any combo na would enable a team na makapasok agad with that Camille and ma-offer ng protection yung Camille, which is hindi natin nakita dito sa previous series. So I'm actually curious if makikita natin ulit yung combination na yon, if these teams let that combination through.
I think it's gonna be the fact that coming from match 1, yeah, you gotta head towards yung drafting phase dun sa match 1 natin kasi one thing we do know is you should ban out Landos Camille because he's very good in the champion.
Yes. And
not just that, we did see Galia also, not to mention yung Shen, completely going over towards Barcy. Those power picks. And that's why we saw match 1 going to a clean 2-0 for Barcy. But now moving on to match 2. Let's hope that when it comes to Trent's Potito to the drafting phase, we can expect maybe IPT and Archangel, since they have played against each other quite well. You did say naman medyo bloody yung fight natin. So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of personal fights. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit of heavy focus dun sa Galio Cup natin that we always saw it from day 1 to day 2.
Yeah. Siguro nga actually pag nakita natin pag nakalusot yun, medyo worried ako sa'yo baka maubusan ka ng boses. Kasi tuloy-tuloy yung laban, sisigaw na sisigaw lang itong ating caster na si Vulcan.
Let's see what happens because from day 1 pa lang kasi sobrang haba ng fights po natin, sobrang saya. And for our viewers at the Manimo, gusto din sila yung mga ganyan clash. But guys, this is again for the Road to Worlds. Ito po yung qualifiers para sa GCM, live August 18 to 19. But I'll wrap that for now because we are going to be heading towards the drafting phase. Game 1 ng match 2, Imperium Pro Team on the blue side versus Archangel on the red side.
Yeah, and very indicative itong first set of bans. May kita natin dito kung ano yung mostly kung ano yung magiging lineups that we'll be expecting from these teams. Ang isa ding napansin ko, the trend for the past 3 series, actually 4 series na nakalipas, is that madami nating OP picks. Madaming pwedeng picks na gamitin ng mga teams na to. So, it's more of kung saan na sila magiging comfortable, kung ano yung feeling nilang composition that would win them the game, and also countering different styles. May style na nagsisiege, may style na heavy team comp fighting. So, we'll see here kung ano yung mas papaborin ng mga teams na to.
And one thing I do want to see is yung denial of those power picks. Like the Galio is being removed right now from your pro team, but we also see yung Fiddlesticks kasi if you can recall sa day 1 po natin doon kay, I wonder what team played. I think it was TNC which played the bot lane Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, it was Orthros.
Orthros with a flash in fear. That's something that I think for IPT they don't want to deal with for now. So that's gonna be a denial pick. A lot of heavy focus dun sa bot lane po natin, pero removing the Galio maybe can ease off the first phase for IPT.
Yeah, kasi pag tinanggal mo tong Galio pick na to, medyo mas mawawala na ng options ka agad. Since if you pick the Galio, pwede mong i-pair siya with the Camille, pwede mo siya i-pair with the Nocturne. That would really help sa survivability ng mga champions na ang isang purpose is to go in and burst a target. Kapag nabuhay mo sila, they can still keep dealing the damage because of their AD bruisers.
And one thing that you should point out is that, okay, you're gonna ban out the Galio, but you're gonna leave open the Shen and Nocturne. That's still gonna be crucial. So we see Archangel banning that out. Understandable bans here, but Imperial Pro Team will immediately jump in. Talia could go mid, could go jungle, but Archangel, could this be them starting up a Kai'Sa here? We're seeing a Morgana.
Yeah, well, actually banned ang Kai'Sa ngayon from Archangel. So we might not be seeing that Kai'Sa pick, pero may iba pa naman pwede silang piliin na champions if they're thinking about going for a gold funnel stack. They can still pick probably a Saya. But we are seeing that they're actually locking in that Shen pick. While for Imperium Pro Team, they did jump immediately on that Talia pick. And masasabi natin nga, isa to sa mga very strong picks na nakikita natin ngayon sa meta na to.
And we won't be surprised to see IPT close it up with a Zaya pick here because seeing how they did pick up the mid at yung possible jungle or mid doon sa blue side natin. But Imperium Pro Team are thinking, alright, it's actually going to be a Swain. Could this be a Swain and Rakan bot lane?
There's a possibility, pero dahil ngayon medyo maaga pa into the phase, mataas ang chance na flex pa to kasi kahit si Talia, sabi nga natin kanina, pwede siya mag-go jungle, pwede na siya mag-go mid. So we'll see pa probably in the next set of picks. But at the same time, Rakan and a Swain bot lane is pretty strong dahil sa engage potential ni Rakan. At the same time, madami ding CC and the damage that Swain deals in the mid game.
And looks like we'll be seeing the Aatrox going mid lane with the smite.
Yeah.
That's what we saw from day 1, how Mineski played it out, and EXO was immediately a beast on that champion. So let's see Archangel finalizing their phase 1 with the Aatrox pick.
Yeah, and ang ganda din kasi nung nakasmite, yung Aatrox, kasi usually ang ginagawa is they go to the enemy Raptor camp and ini-steal ka agad, which gives more gold for that mid laner. And si Atox kasi, ang lakas ng 3-item power spike niya. So pag na-reach niya kaagad yung 3 items yun early on into the game, it feels like you're already fighting a 10-minute, 5-minute later on pa dapat na Atox.
And to mention, to add to that, Apple, we have to hand towards the way he plays in the mid lane, getting all the priority he wants, making it very, very easy for it to invade, like you said, the Raptor camps with the enemy team. So let's go on to phase number 2 here. We're seeing Ornn, Mundo ban coming from Archangel, not to mention phase 2 for IPT. Zoe and Camille being removed.
Yeah, and medyo curious dito yung 5th ban ng IPT where they banned that Zoe kasi isang iniisip natin kanina that Atox might be going mid, but at the same time IPT knowing na Trevor is really good on that Zoe pick, sinigurado na nila kasi baka tong Atox na to ma-flex pa towards the top lane.
Now we're seeing IPT hovering on this. Glad will go top here, so that's gonna be instant lock. So maybe they're reading that this Aatrox can go top, this Aatrox can go mid, but seeing how Archangel's playing the mind games here, Apple looks like IPT will still make it sure, but not to Zoe, and they are picking up this Darius. Darius can actually go mid here against an Aatrox in a way.
There's a possibility, pero may kita pa natin, I think IPT ngayon is just stacking up on a lot of flex picks. Kled can also actually go mid as we've seen in, I remember it was Rift Rivals being mentioned na ginamit ito ng LPL. Doinby used it against, I believe, I'm not sure if it was against SKT, but at the same time, Kled mid is really a possibility.
But looks like we won't be seeing the Aatrox going mid with a smite. It's going to be the talent smite here. Quite a actually mind game draft that Archangel went through here because they got a Aatrox, they got Talon. Because I was thinking Aatrox and Darius is a good matchup. I mean the mid lane, but seeing how Talon was picked in, both of them will go towards top lane. So that will conclude our drafting phase.
Yeah, and actually I think this is the first time in the round 1 na nakakita tayo ng both teams not opting to pick a marksman in their lineups. As nakita nga natin dito na nilock in ng IPT ang Darius for the top lane, which is, I think this top lane would be a very interesting matchup.
It's gonna be more on the Darius can really deny love sustain, I would say, for Aatrox, but we always leave it up to execution onto Summoner's Drift. This is going to be our game number 1 of match 2, Imperium Pro Team versus Archangel.
Yeah, and very important na kung sino ang mananalo sa game 1 na to kasi if this follows the trend, who wins game 1 will ultimately win the series. And makita din natin kung saan ang starts ng teams natin ngayon. They're actually going for a very defensive fan formation. So, wala tayong makikitang mga immediate cheese strat or yung mga explosive level 1s.
It's gonna be fun to see those invades to Apple. Pero dito po tayo sa game number 1 natin. Looks like Talon mid with Smite really had great success on our day number 1 actually. Quite a snowball we saw there.
Yeah, kasi mabilis din nakakakuha ng gold. It's kind of the same, it's the same mentality kapag kumuha ka ng smite in the mid lane. And actually very reminiscent siya if you still remember yung Runeglaive patch before. Na mid laners get that smite. Tapos kinukuha nila, at that time I think it was still the Wraith camp, hindi pa siya Raptors doon. Kinukuha nila yung camp na yun just to accelerate the gold so that they get their item spikes faster than the other champions in the game.
That's a way down memory lane. I would say seasons 5? Seasons 4 or 5?
Basta naalala ko na ng paborito ko.
Tagal na yan
Favorite ko nun yung Ezreal Runeglaive and you deal the smite tapos nasa stun ka agad yung jungle camp.
Grabe yung sobrang OP yung Runeglaive dati Because when the Runeglaive was released, I stopped playing League for 2 weeks kasi. I was waiting for the nerf. Like legit, sobrang overpowered yung Runeglaive na yan. Pero coming into seasons 8 right now, patch 8.13, we are live here. So, looks like maybe the trend's coming back with a smite mid lane, but it's more about getting those early levels, more about getting those priority and invading the enemy side.
Yeah, kasi ever since ganito na yung nakikita natin champions, na-accelerate na yung game Gone are the days na umabot tayo ng 70 plus minutes or like 60 minutes into the game. Natatapos na usually between 30 to 40 minutes ang games. And it's also because of the champions na nakikita natin na usually at that point, nag-i-spike na sila.
Kasi Apple, we're seeing here a lot of bruisers, diba? And alam natin yung mga items ng bruisers, sobrang mura. I mean, it's one item pa lang. They can actually start things off with great success. But not to mention, I would really point out yung Conqueror keys nung talaga na made the ADCs quite obsolete.
Yeah, and kasama din kasi na nag-patch tayo na mas malakas na ang binibigyan ng Baron buff and ang Elder Drake buff. At the same time, pag ganito yung team comp nyo, the only way to really win the game is either to bait out the enemy sa mga objectives or i-dive nyo sila sa towers. Kaya nagiging accelerated din ang pace ng game.
Ooh, would you look at this, Apple? We're seeing a lot of invades here done by Archangel. 2 members invested in the red side. We're seeing Hate. No words being placed here. It's actually approaching his red buff slowly. And he sees that smite. Here it comes. Body block there. Oh, Hate actually secures the red buff. Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa leash, Archangel.
Maraming salamat nga sa leash. And that is a big win for IPT kasi dalawang members yung ginamit to ng Archangel para subukan i-secure yung red buff na yun. Pero si Hate, just one smite nakuha niya kagad.
And I think for Nexta and Trevor, they both had smite. And I think when it comes to Hate, he's pretty much happy with the free leash here. Looks like MJ going on the upper hand there. Ivalis quite low. Overextended here. Still going on to MJ. Here comes Hate. It's going to bait out Ivalis. Okay. That's going to be a very easy first blood.
Yeah, and ang gandang reaction din doon ni Hate. Nakakuha siya ng red buff. Lumekta kaagad siya ng top lane kasi lamang si Ivalis sa lane priority and na-shove niya kaagad yung lane. And good job getting that first blood.
And with that first blood, that's gonna make Hate going for a return gank. Kasi, tignan mo to, Ivalis putting some wards, their control ward in place, but he did not see Hate hiding in the brush near the Crux. So, I think we may expect another gank here. Ivalis is gonna be moving a bit forward here. I think that's gonna signal something, but we're seeing in the map here. I guess it's gonna be Hate sticking around.
Yeah, si Hate medyo very patient siya, pero I think na-spot din niya si Nixa over there. Oh, he's going for it.
He does not shove Ivalis back away, locking him down. Calls in Nixa. They're going to go for it. 2-man knock happening for Ivalis. Flashing in. MJ is in danger. Gets slowed. And that's going to be maybe a revenge kill. No! Flash away. Great heal coming from MJ.
Yeah, great flash there from MJ. Nakakuha pa siya ng heal from his Q na hit niya on both targets. At the same time, he did survive. Though sayang nga lang, they did waste that flash, but at the same time, alam na nila kung saan ngayon ang passing ni Nexta.
Sakto yung flash and knockup. Medyo sayang talaga yung guy ginagawa ni Archangel dun. Pero for IPT, great read on that. Instinctively flashing away. They don't want to be caught just yet. They want to keep that momentum on MJ's side. If you let this Aatrox snowball, mahirapan ka talaga dun sa league. Dun sa mid game pa lang, mahirapan ka talaga.
Yeah, and makita din natin na na-recognize ng IPT na medyo nahirapan si MJ in this matchup, Darius versus Aatrox. And you can see na medyo lugi nga siya in terms of the CS. 10 CS behind ngayon si MJ against Ivalis in the top lane. But at the same time, Archangel is actually winning most of the lanes. Even the mid lane, yung Talon versus Kled matchup, Talon has a 15 CS lead.
Ooh, sakto naman yung flash in thought right there. Looks like Rox gets the back shield. Does not get knocked up to the air. Hate coming in here. Can he go for the shove? I'm waiting for the shove. Rox side steps away from the shove, taking some pebble shots from the Thalia. And that is going to be Archangel. Just backing away.
Yeah, marami tayong nakikita ditong mga small skirmishes, small fights between the two teams. Pero wala talagang overcommitment para may makuhang kill yung other team.
Close call there for Archangel. If Rox was flanked back, alam natin dun, cooldown yung Black Shield. So, IPT want to get the crash right there. Pero, kalma mo lang guys ha. Looks like Archangel still showing a lot of restraint.
Yeah, pero makita din natin dito how acting the two junglers are. At makikita sila dito sa may blue buff side camp ng IPT.
Gusto ko naman ginawa ni Nexta dito. Wants to really pinch down the resources for Hate here. But can he go for the smite steal? Can he take it away? And yes! Salamat din sa leash here. Looks like red buff revenge happening in the wolf side here. Not that great. But at least we're seeing here, dun sa Talon, getting the priority here. Going for the Raptor Camp invade. This is how ARK should play the mid lane Talon here. But looks like sakto yung taunt ulit kay Rox. But he does not get the shield there. So he's up in the air. That slow things up in the bot lane. Looks like Archangel again, pressuring the bot lane here.
Yeah, and really na yung mga small skirmishes. Pero makikita din natin yung effectiveness nga nitong Smite Talon in the mid lane. Slightly behind si Hate in terms of the CS. Pero ang taas naman ng CS na nakuha na ni Trevor and is already level 7 before 7 minutes into the game.
Man, that's actually gonna be Trevor's second invade in the Raptor Camp because Nexta kept this Thalia busy in the wolf side. So, gano'n naman ginagawa ni Archangel dito. Okay, kumusta naman yung first blood? Oh, that's okay. We can still deal with it since Hate got the first blood. Sure, but we're gonna take more away from you. Yung Raptors camp, yung priorities sa mid lane. Looks like Archangel trying to control the early game here.
Yeah, and kanina we were talking about how these two teams are such bloody teams. Nung napanood natin sila sa promotions. Pero ngayon, 7 minutes into the game, 1 kill pa lang ang nangyari. And the gold is extremely even between these two teams. So, may kita din natin na after a few weeks, after a few months since then, mas nag-mature and mas naging tempered ang kanilang aggression.
Not to mention Apple, so patch 8.13 pa lang, medyo dumami yung changes sa meta, medyo iba na, mawala yung mga ADCs dahil ang sobrang mahal na yung mga crit items dito, and I really got handed towards yung Conquer keys talaga. It really changed everything. The bruisers became so powerful, and it's more effective impact versus resource.
Yeah, in a way.
Resource versus impact.
I could also like put like example, itong Dark Seal na binili ni Hate. You don't usually see Dark Seal Talias in the jungle, pero ang ganda nung efficiency ng item na to since meron na siya kaagad nung pots
Hunter's
for the jungle.
Potion.
Yes, the Hunter's Potion in the jungle. Matataasan yung regen niya kaagad. So I think this is a very efficient buy for Hate.
Also, more effect. Gets more out of the value.
Yes.
It can prevent him from actually recalling a lot and stay in the jungle. But seeing how the lanes are being slowed down, but still we can kita po tayo dito yung kay Archangel. Grabe naman yung push nila, pressuring IPT down. Dito okay, Shadow will be locked down here. That's gonna force out the flash. Here comes the charge from the mid lane. Light going in here, knocking down Rocks. Rocks dashes away. Morgana Binding does not connect. It gets broken down. IPT just scaring Archangel under their turret here. But meanwhile, in the top side, that's gonna be a gank happening for Archangel, and that's gonna be the revenge kill. And Ivalice takes down MJ.
Yeah, and makita natin doon na both teams are looking at different parts of the map. IPT ang tinitignan ng bot lane, kaya apat sila nandun na iwanan nila si MJ. At tuloy, nung medyo nag-extend ng si MJ, na jump on siya ni Ivalice at Nixa, and they got the kill, and they're now harassing that tower about to fall.
And tingnan mo dito, si Hate may smite pa siya, but he's never going in hard to Hate, getting very sit down. He does get a smite to get some heal, but that's not gonna be enough. A kill from Tate, giving the red buff. Trevor right now is really wrecking this mid lane.
Yeah, and ang ganda din doon, naglagay sila ng ward later on. Mag-expire na yung ward din, but dahil doon sa ward na yun, alam nila na papunta si Hate, alam nila na up yung red buff. So Trevor, with the early initiation going immediately to the red buff side jungle, and also we see Archangel getting the first turret of the game.
Tingnan mo yung CS dito ni Trevor. Tingnan natin, 99. Lapit ng 100 compared to 71 to Light, and levels pa lang, one level ahead for Trevor.
Yeah, and makita natin dito na itong Kled pick ni Light against the Talon might be a bit questionable kasi hindi din siya nakakakuha ng much pressure, but at the same time, I actually really like the Kled pick in terms of how IPT would try to go for the initiations on the team fights kasi meron silang Talia to block off the path of Archangel kung saan man sila tatakbo later on. At the same time, if you have this Kled along with that Rakan, ang bilis ng initiation, ang bilis ng pasok na pwedeng magawa ni Shadow on this Rakan.
You know, when the game is this fast-paced na, it doesn't leave room for late-game champions that well, no? Kasi mga talaga ng maayos here. And you can see here, Archangel trying to let Trevor snowball. And I wouldn't be surprised kung may dust split na siya. I'm scared for Hate in his own jungle.
Yeah, and only 10 minutes into the game, makita natin dito na 1,000 na ang gold lead ni Trevor. At mukhang si Light na jump on pa ngayon.
Okay, Light, let's get away there. Okay, safety flash away. Hate misses the shove. It looks like Archangel's pretty much happy with bringing a summer spell from Light. And that will signal other members of Archangel. Si Zencho and Nixta starting things off in the Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and dahil ang laki ng pressure ng AX all over the map, na nanalo kalamihan ng lane sila, they are free to get this Ocean Drake at this point.
Free to take here, control wards plays, and that's not going to be any danger for Archangel. The Imperial Pro team has lost their chance to get the first Drake of the game, the Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and just 11 minutes into the game, 2,000 na ang gold lead ng Archangel. Hindi ganun ka-bloody, 3 kills pa lang overall. At the same time, Archangel already having significant lead.
And not to mention, Apple, we haven't seen much of Hate helping out the lanes. Isang beses lang. Yung first blood pa lang, okay na yan. Kaso yung pressure talaga dun sa mid lane, hindi kaya ni Light mag-clear as effectively to Trevor. Despite may TMR pa siya, grabe yung ginagawa ni Trevor dito. Let's like he's trying to change it here. Shadow. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go for it? No. Flash in Impale. Is it gonna happen? Standing United coming in. It's Trevor going in hard. It's gonna be Nick's that's gonna kill. Grabe naman. Archangel instantly responding with a 4-man group in the mid lane.
And great response there from Archangel. Alam nila na papatay na nila si Light eh. Decidido na silang gagawin na ginamit nila lahat ng globos na napakalating ton kaagad. And also Trevor, at this point, he is up so much in items that he deals so much damage to any target that he can land his burst on.
Grabe naman, Apo. Kita tayo sa mid lane. Double teleport. Instantly making a 4-member here. And Dark Binding outside the Fog of War. Ivalice gets in the kill onto Hate. And they're pushing forward here. They're going on to Marky. Marky does flash. away. That's gonna be Archangel controlling here, and they're now starting the Rift Herald.
Yeah, and Archangel suddenly popping off in the last 3 minutes in this game. 1-5 na ngayon in the kill score and having a 3k gold lead.
Teka lang nga po si Ivalis, medyo delikado siya. It's here like going in with a charge, going straight towards Ivalis. Ivalis has the black shield. Ivalis is down. Shot down for MJ. Dog did not get the reset. Looks like MJ cannot continue this fight, but he gets the heal. Will he survive? Trevor chasing down, but that's going to be the taunt from Rox to help him lock MJ down with Archangel taking away 2 members of IPT. And the scene for Archangel losing 2 in return.
Yeah, it's a 2-for-2 exchange for both teams. Pero na-stop nila ang Archangel from getting that Rift Herald. And when nakakakuha kasi ng isang team na nagli-lead ang Rift Herald, it can really snowball for them the game kasi mas mabilis ang nasisira yung objectives.
Tingnan po dito ng replay natin sa Clash na yan doon sa Rift Herald.
Yeah, and natalo lang sa isang fight dito yung IPT pero binalikan nila yung Archangel dahil ang early pa lang natin into the game. Nabuhay na lahat sila, yung death timers are really short. So nag-engage dito kaagad ng IPT. Medyo, ito lang titignan ko dito yung chase ng Archangel kay MJ, but decidido sila may chase. Alam nila yung cooldowns of all the champions, kaya nakakuha sila ng isa pang kill in that time.
One thing about that clash, I focused on to Aatrox there because feeling ko talaga ni goal ng IPT, not letting Ivalis have an easy time.
Yes.
Pero for Archangel, alam din nila kay MJ, they cannot let this Darius be unchecked here. We're seeing a lot of focus dun sa bruisers po natin dun sa top lane here.
And actually, napansin ko lang, bakit may Raptors cloak itong si MJ on the Darius?
Wants to be fast, I guess.
Okay. Is this gonna be possibly a ZZ-Rots?
It's gonna be a ZZ-Rot pickup perhaps for MJ here, but quite not actually gonna be prioritized to. He will still go for the Black Cleaver. We kita po dito ng Kindle Gem at yung Page. Pero yung Raptors Cloak, maybe he want to get a small speed boost.
Para mas mabilis siya makapunta sa towers. Okay.
But actually, he lost first turret, so that's gonna be IPT. You know, dun sa kay MJ, wala siyang cleaver dyan. Malay mo, kung may cleaver dyan, maybe he will have dealt enough damage to actually get those resets.
Yeah, but at the same time, if IPT is looking more into the future of this game, the next few minutes, gusto nilang laging meron silang split push threat or at least one side lane na hindi nila kayang problemahin. That item would be pretty useful.
And now we're seeing here to balik tayo sa Trevor ako. Kita tayo yung CS dito, 145 to 96. Lapit na siya sa isang lethal item, yung Ghost Blade or yung Dust Blade. I think he's gonna go for the Dust Blade here, but this is something that IPT has to be very, very afraid. I think for si Hate talaga yung focus ni Trevor, easy to pop. And grabe yung mga invades dito. Tingnan mo yung CS ng dun sa top lane po. Medyo okay sa MJ side, but seeing how Archangel getting everything they can. They even got the first Drake. Rift Herald still stands and they might just take it away. But for the IPT, alam nila may vision po sila dyan. Konting vision lang.
Yeah, pero enough yung vision na yun to know kung ilan yung tao ngayon sa Archangel dito. Pero I don't think IPT is in the right position para i-challenge yung Rift Herald take ng Archangel.
Okay, I guess for IPT, they'll just back away here. Instead, Zencho trying to pressure down in the mid lane. And I guess that signals Archangel going for the Rift Herald, giving it towards Nexta. I wouldn't be surprised if they use it in mid lane.
Yeah, pambihira na ako nakikita ng full AP Morgana. Nakita lang natin doon, ilang segundo lang tumuyo si Marky doon sa Tormented Soil nung Morgana, pero nakalahati kagad yung buhay niya.
Better get those flares up and running. Well, let's see here, because Archangel, the position po sila doon sa mid lane para mag-spawn ng Herald maybe, but they're actually respecting yung engage galing kay Light. Kasi wala silang vision kay Light here. So Light can actually just flank the sides of Archangel. Respecting that, they will just back away. Kasi yung next trick po natin, yung Cloud Drake, will spawn in 43 seconds.
Yeah, that's why nilalagay nila lagi si Trevor dito sa bot lane to keep up the pressure here in the bot lane. Lagi lang yung sinashove. And nakita din natin, ang unang binili niya is yung Dust Blade.
So looks like we're gonna go for easy pops here. Archangel. I want to see how Archangel's gonna use the Tala. I mean, when it comes to engage, sige, okay naman yung engage kanin kay Light. Sige, pero yung kay Archangel, that means to just single-handedly, just single out isang target and just burst down one member, and that will be more than enough for Archangel to just win that fight.
Yeah, isa din naman yun talaga sa magiging objective ng Archangel. Yung kanilang team comp nga, kasi sabi mo, is that when they pick one target, makakuha na kaagad sila ng kills. And kita natin dito na kinukuha ngayon ng Archangel itong Cloud Drake.
And now we're gonna be seeing the Cloud Drake started off by Archangel. No vision being placed in by Imperium Pro team. Now, this is gonna be the second Drake. The Cloud Drake going towards Archangel without any contest. Tingnan yung gold lead dito, 4,000 in the favor of Archangel. And not to mention, when it comes to scaling, okay, let's sign it towards IPT. They have the way to scale towards the late game. Ang lakas ng mga bruises nila. Kaso yung kay Archangel, si Trevor talaga, for me, I'm actually scared of Trevor right now here.
But yeah, ako din, I'm really scared of the talent at this point. Kung ako yung naglaro nito, tatakbo na ako. Pero it looks like Archangel is looking to get the mid lane turret.
Slow and steady for Archangel. Not gonna start things off here. Medyo late yung spell shield. Sancho flashes away from the battle. That looks like Summoner spell burnt by Sancho right there. Pretty much happy for the results. Archangel looking for something. Okay.
Si Trevor nakatayo lang doon sa gilid. Naghihintay siya ng isang magkakamaling magpapakita sa bush na yun, but intelligent from IPT na naglagay kaagad sila ng red ward doon.
So, Imperial Pro Team. Teka lang si Trevor. They're gonna go on to Light here. Stallion coming in, Flash in Impale, drawing him back Light towards the side here. Looks like a Light trying to get away with the charge. Gets intercepted by Rox. Rox stops the charge and Light's being locked down by 3 members of Archangel.
Grabe din doon ang investment ng Archangel. Ang dami nilang ginamit na flashes and ultimates, but at the end of the day, nakuha nila ang buhay ni Light and they're now getting the second tier turret here in the bot lane.
I think they can go for more here, Apple. Look at the Zencho locking down Marky, and he does pop the stasis there, but looks like Ivolas going in hard, going in for the flash, going in for Marky. Double Q is gonna happen. That's gonna be the lockup happening for Shadow, slowing down the members of Archangel, but that's not gonna stop them at all. Ivolas goes in dark. That's going to be a passive proc, and that's gonna be Archangel taking down Marky.
And Zencho, grabe yung bindings niya. Diretsong tumama. Kahit tatlo yung members doon ng IPT na patama pa yan. Trevor jumping on hit.
Okay, close call there. Misses the shove. MJ misses the apprehend. Right now, Archangel pressuring the mid lane.
Yeah, and mukhang makakuha pa ng Archangel nga ng second tier mid lane turret, which would give them 5 turrets in total in this game.
Ibelis trying to slow things down here. Looks like Imperial Pro Team pretty much happy with just defending their mid and their turret. We're seeing the Baron live in 29 seconds. Grabe ng control ng Archangel dito. Imperial Pro Team, no turrets, no drakes, but Archangel having everything that IPT wish to have.
Yeah, and also, palapit na sa 7k ang gold lead ng Archangel almost 20 minutes into the game. Grabe, nagsusnowball na talaga ang Archangel, and we might just see Archangel slowly taking away the vision of IPT outside their base and choking them down so that they could get more objectives.
You know, sobrang katakot talaga kung wala kang vision doon sa Baron into 20 minutes into this game. Kasi, tinan mo yung si Trevor talaga. For me, 8 out of 9 KP right there. Rather, 5 out of 9 KP. You gotta hand towards the way that Trevor's playing right now. Super active, active invades, shutting hate down, slowing down the jungle. And you can see here, wala pa yung tier 2 boots ni hate dito. So, sobrang bagal. Pero he does have to pass it. But the one thing I wanna say here is that sobrang behind tong IPT na to at this point.
Yeah, they are really, really behind at this point. Lalo na si Light on that Kled in the mid lane. 137 na nga CS niya compared to the 210 ni Trevor. Ang laki talaga ng kulang niya sa items at may nahatak sila.
Ate naman ng Impel kay next na outside vision from IPT. Hate gets picked up yet again.
And that might just signal the Baron for Archangel at this point.
Looks like Trevor going for the side there. Trevor going to Marky. Marky gets instantly popped, and that's going to be Trevor on a rampage without any trouble.
Yeah, and 2 members now for IPT. This might just be the Baron for Archangel.
Alright, let's check it out here. Archangel starting the Baron off. Meanwhile, MJ is pushing in the bot lane. I guess for Archangel, this will be an easy Baron take. And that's going to be Imperial Pro Team. Gonna be behind more than 9,000 gold.
And ito pa si Ivalis is actually keeping to the bot lane para ma-save yung turret. At ano mo yun, hindi naman sayang yung CS na tumitira ngayon sa turret dyan sa bot lane.
Hindi na sayang talaga dito kasi ayaw nila mabigay na kahit anuman kay IPT. Yung turrets pa lang, yung Rift Herald, yung mga drakes. Ayaw nila mabigay kay Imperial Pro Team. They wanna put them behind. They wanna stay ahead.
Yeah, and because of that Baron, because of the other 2 kills na nakuha ng Archangel, they're ballooning this gold lead up to 9,000. At the same time, IPT probably looking to pick someone off.
Oh, what's this? Zetcha was pretty close there. Roots down Light. Can he go for more here? Because we're seeing Ivalis pressuring the bot side here. He can go for a 1v1 here, and he's gonna go for it, slowing down MJ, and I think MJ's being locked down there, trying to buy some time with this. Oh, but that's gonna be Ivalis taking him down slowly, and that is MJ running for the heals, getting some heal, and that's gonna be Ivalis just signaling the Stand United because why not make it a 2v1? Rox takes him down.
Sabi ni Rox, inult na kita eh. Sayang naman, nag-ulti ako dito, mabubuhay ka pala. So kunin ko na rin yung kill so that I could get more
Share
gold.
naman dyan, pare. So Archangel here, 3 to 12 kill score. Ivalis not even looking at light here. He's just looking at the turrets. But looks like he will do his best. Grabe ang katain ng Ajax na to. Whoa! Light immediately gets dismounted. Can they go for the engage? The thought, the flash in. The knockup does not connect from Shadow. And this signals Archangel to go in hard. And this is going to be them pulling back Hank and taking him down for a third time in a row. Now it's going to be Archangels going in for the hills here. They're going to take down the inhibitor in the bot side. Why stop there? Take everything from IPT.
Kukunin na talaga ng Archangel lahat from IPT, taking all their turrets, taking all the inhibitors. They took all the Drakes, the repair of the Baron, and they might just take the other Nexus turrets and the Nexus and the game.
Nexus was pretty close there. Baron and Power Minions flying to the base. Imperial Pro Team, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna go for defense? No, that's gonna be an Nexus turret 1. Wala na yan, and that's gonna be the root connecting onto MJ. And that's gonna be Rox going into flash and taunt for 2 members of IPT. Imperial Pro Team running for the fountain, but looks like Trevor cutting them off. And that is going to be MJ taking down. Next thing is Morky. And the next thing is, alam niyo yan, Gainer 1 going towards Archangel.
Yeah, and Archangel, congratulations! GG well played, taking game 1 of this best of 3 series against Imperium Pro Team.
Well played by Archangel. The bait picks, the drafting phase. Kala natin yung mid lane Aatrox, pero hindi pala. Trevor will be playing the Talon mid, so quick matchup right there. Great played by Trevor there. I mean, not to mention pressuring Light under the turret, and also the invades, the proactive invades to slow down hate.
Yeah, medyo nung slowly nakakuha na ng leads ang Archangel, slowly napapansin natin doon sa game na mas nakakuha na sila ng initiations, nakakuha sila ng picks. And on the side of IPT naman, it didn't feel that they ever mounted a good defense. Parang lagi kapag nakakapatay ang Archangel, tumutuloy-tuloy na lang, and slowly the dominoes fell in favor of Archangel.
Teka lang, Apple, before we go to a short break, you gotta tell me yung sa game 1 thoughts mo, tapos moving on to game 2. Yung IPT pa lang, what could they do here? Because we haven't got hand towards Archangel really rising above there, taking down at IPT with a clean game. I mean, complete advantage on their side. So, come game 2, can we expect maybe 2-1 for IPT or for Archangel?
Well, in the early part of the game naman, the first 10 minutes, we were seeing some good moves coming from Imperium Pro Team. So, kung if they can build more on that, at the same time, they had this composition that ang aim is to run down Archangel and to get certain picks in the side lanes, especially with that Kled pick and the Talia. Pero never nila nagawa yan in this game. So I'm looking if they're gonna use the same composition for game 2 to be more proactive in the map and get those kills.
You got ended towards Trevor, locking down Light in his own mid lane, getting all the priority he wants, pushing him under the turret, prevents him from going for the side lanes, and not to mention, medyo na-pinch talaga yung jungle ni Hate dyan. Pero guys, let's see what will come in game number 2. Thank you so much for watching the Globe Conquerors Manila 2018 National Qualifiers. Ako si Vulcan, kasama ko si Crazy Apple. Kita-kits tayo after the short break.
3K gold lead.
Teka lang nga po si Ivalis, medyo delikado siya. Let's see Light going in with a charge, going in straight towards Ivalis. Ivalis has the black shield. Ivalis is down. Shot down for MJ. Dunk did not get the reset. Looks like MJ cannot continue this fight, but he gets the heal. Will he survive? Trevor chasing down, but that's going to be the taunt from Rox to help him lock MJ down with Archangel. Taking away 2 members. The connect from Shadow, and this signals Archangel to go in hard, and this is going to be them pulling back Hank and taking him down for a third time in a row. Now it's going to be Archangel going in for the hills here. They're going to take down the inhibitor in the bot side. Why stop there? Take everything from IPT.
Kukunin na talaga ng Archangel lahat from IPT, taking all their turrets, taking all the inhibitors. They took all the Drakes, the repair of the Baron, and they might just take the other Nexus turrets and the Nexus and the game.
Nexus was pretty close there. Baron and Power Minions flying to the base. Imperial Pro Team, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna go for defense? No, that's gonna be an Nexus turret 1. Wala na yan, and that's gonna be the root connecting onto MJ, and that's gonna be Rox going into flash and taunt for 2 members of IPT. Imperial Pro Team running for the fountain, but looks like Trevor cutting them off, and that is going to be MJ taking down. Next thing is Morky, and the next thing is, alam niyo yan, Gamer 1 going towards Archangel.
Yeah, and Archangel, congratulations! GG well played, taking game 1 of this best of 3 series against